Well, hello. I always say at the beginning of these, it's been a minute. However, I am just in Harpham now, of all places, and I thought beautiful setting for a nice little video because I've been busy over these past couple of days. I mean, just look at that scenery. I feel very lucky to live in East Yorkshire, you know, it's very beautiful. You really, honestly, it's just some of the views and the places that we get, magic. So we're in Harpham. Right now we're in Harpham. I've been helping a guy who was referred to us from Chris at Central Computers. He took his laptop in there, said he was having a bit of trouble with his some DJ software, and his external disk drive wasn't importing files. So obviously we deployed the Techie T Touch and got him all hooked up. A couple of Googles later, and we found that with external drives now you have to go into the system settings, into privacy and security, then under files and folder, and then you've got to go into music, and it's got to have the removable volumes little thing checked. So if you are a DJ and you need your music imported into Apple Music, you know if it's not working properly, removable volumes check. So good day. It's been a good day today, and it's been a couple of days. Oh, I don't think I've got it in the car anymore. Really disappointed. Somebody's donated a 1980s XZ or ZX Spectrum, right? I went and picked it up this morning, and I can't wait to get it hooked up to have a little play on it. I think it's going to make some great content, and I think as a bit of a blast from the past, I want to try and get it set up in the drop-in sessions so people can have a little look. Given the fact that we all carry smartphones in our pockets now, I feel like for the place where it all began, and just as a little tip of the hat to how far technology's come, I think it'd be good to have it on display for a couple of weeks. So a big thank you to the person who donated that to us. It will be in a good home, it'll be put to good use, yeah, it's been mental, you know. The drop-in session today was really good. We had something like, I think we've helped something like 13 people this week, maybe more. In the drop-in session today, we had Mr. Charlie Dewhurst MP gracing us with his presence. Obviously he was in Love Driffield, and I don't really fully know why he was in there. I think he was in there for a couple of reasons, speak with Angela and stuff, but Kat got a hold of him. Kat got a hold of him, and she was talking to him about all the things that Techie T are doing, and where we are and what we're doing and how we want to help people. And she's right funny, you know. She was like, oh well, if I send you this you can do this, and she was getting him told, and he almost seemed a bit intimidated by it. Go on, you can do this for us. He was like, yeah, we can do, yeah, we'll do that, don't worry. So it was really nice to meet him. I shook his hand and stuff, got to say hello to him a little bit, but I was a bit caught up. There was a guy that had brought a couple of laptops in, old laptops. One was running Windows 7, and one was just broken, going round and round in a loop, saying that the system had found a problem. We think one of them's scrap. And the Windows 7 one, which was a hardie, it would have been good back in the day, but we're talking like 2015 maybe a good 10 years ago now at this point. So the processor, you can still get on the internet and it can still do a few bits on it, but it wouldn't be capable of doing anything really proper. So I said that to him, and not that he uses it a lot. And for very strenuous things, simple Google searching, that's what he wants. Can I get websites? I said, yeah, limitedly. It might be a bit slow at some points, and some websites might not load, but you can get onto YouTube and you can get onto Facebook and do some bits. So it should work a little bit for you. So one was not all to waste. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. Techie T. Booyah. I think there's a bird of prey sat up there, but I don't know whether it is or whether it's a pigeon. It's beautiful here. We had Charlie Dewhurst in, we had the guy bringing in a couple of laptops. I got donated a couple of lemon trees yesterday. So we was in, somebody came along, one of our regulars came along, and she was like, Dom, psst, here. So I was like, what? She was like, look at these. And I was like, oh, what were they? She was like, I popped them from Pips and I've got loads of them. And I was like, wow. She was like, these are for you. And I was like, that's amazing. So I've got a couple of lemon trees to add to my garden. I like working on my garden, and I take a lot of joy in working and helping the plants grow there. So a lemon tree is a valued addition. It'll be kept inside for a little while because it's only a baby. But thank you. Very kind, very kind. What else has been going on? We had another home visit yesterday where we were sorting out a gaming computer for a young man. So I got a message off his mum, and she was like, oh, I'm not old, but can I get some help off you? She was like, my little boy's gaming computer's not working properly. Can you come round and have a look at it? So got round there and I fired it up, we got logged in, and the little lad was there. I was like, what'd you play? Roblox. Oh, nice, okay. So we was doing it, and the computer was loading everything fine, files were loading okay. I had a little nosy around the speed and everything, it was working fine. So I was like, where's your router? I was like, let's get on, see if we can have a speed test. Tried to get on the internet, boom, nothing. So I said, oh, where's your router? She was like, oh, it's downstairs, but I think these kids connect to the one up here. I was like, right, okay, well, it's not, don't like whichever one it's connected to, so let's try and get a wired connection. So she was, oh no, she took me into the other room and said, this is what I think the connect to. It was like a little Google Wi-Fi extender. And I noticed that there was a network socket in the wall, and I was like, oh wow. I was like, is there one of them in the young man's room? Is there one of them in his room? Oh yeah, I think so. I was like, right, well, let's go take advantage of that. So we took the Ethernet cable out of the Google thing just for now, plugged it into the computer, had to heave this big unit off the wall to get it plugged in. Got it plugged in, boom, 300 speeds, Roblox was fired up, and he was happy as Larry. He did have a little accident with a headphone jack where it had snapped off in the port, so I asked for some tweezers and I had to get a little wiggle on. And can I just pause a second? Just take a second to admire that view once more. It's very, look at the Techie T trusty steed, look, beautiful. Yeah, we had to give it a little wiggle to get it out because it needed to be done, and I advised on maybe, I think he'd broken the port, to be honest, because when I got it out, we plugged in another pair of headphones and it wasn't working. So I've recommended that she get some Bluetooth ones, because Bluetooth ones would be just as good, and yeah, future-proof really, because then you can connect it to a phone or a tablet later in life rather than the headphone jack that a lot of the devices don't come with anymore. What else has been going on? Who else have I helped? There's been a few people. That was yesterday. Who else was yesterday? Oh, I was down at Park Lane Kennels. This is quite an interesting one, this. I was down at Car Lane Kennels. I got a kind of an SOS saying that he couldn't use his printer. It's not connecting to his home network. I said, well, get a cable, that should work. And surprisingly, it didn't. I was like, what's going on? So I said, Dom, I need you to come around and have a look. So popped round. I said, I'll come round to you first thing. And I was out the house for 9 o'clock. I was there by about 10 past, quarter past. Fashionably late as always. But I said I'll be there for 9 o'clock because I've got the drop-in session at 10. So try and get you done and get along to that. So got in there and there was a problem. Communication problem. It's not working. It's on some sort of Wi-Fi. The printer was logging on some sort of Wi-Fi, but it was different to the network on the computer, so they weren't communicating properly. So then when I connected to my phone, when I went to connect to the networks on my phone, it wasn't picking up the Wi-Fi that the printer was picking up, but it was picking up the 5G version of his home network that his computer was wired into. So I was like, what's going on here? So it turns out he's got 3 lines coming into his property, one for the card reader, one into the house, and then one for the phone. So I was like, right, so this is complex. So your printer's connected to the card machine Wi-Fi. Your computer home network isn't emitting a 2.4 gigahertz signal, which your printer needs to be able to connect to the network. So we had to ring his supplier. I tried going on to 192.168.1.1. You normally log into that on your browser to get into the router settings, but that wasn't working. Tried all different variations, opened up the command prompt and found out the IP address, and it just wasn't working. I tried in 254, tried loads of different variations, it wasn't working. I said, bro, I didn't call him bro, I said, mate, we're gonna have to ring your provider to find out what's going on here. They're gonna be able to remotely tap onto the network and do what we need to do and give us the information that we need. So he was like, okay. I was on the phone to him for a while the other day, we might be waiting. So anyway, we got through. I was silly, it was VoIP service, voice over internet protocol, DOM. He was on the phone to him and I thought, oh, let's turn the router off to see if it comes back on. So I turned the router off. While he was on the phone and phone went down, it went beep. He was like, oh, hello. I was like, oh, bloody hell. I was like, and we waited 20 minutes to get through at this point. I said, I'm really sorry. And luckily they rang him back. We got everything turned on and back on, and luckily they rang him back. So then I spoke to the geezer, very friendly, very helpful. He gave us the IP address. I can't remember what it was. It was like the WLAN line or something like that. It was a 524 number maybe that you'd use to get logged into the modem. But he activated the 2.4 for us just because he was on and was able to, and then boom, we got this printer on, and both of his computers were able to fire up and link up with the printer. So it's been busy, man. I've just been and helped to this DJ kid. It was quite interesting seeing his little setup there. He's got like his mixer in his bedroom, and it's yeah, beautiful place. His house is literally just round us here. Going round and round a little bit, and this is just beautiful. I've got to say it again. So if you need a home visit, our pricing structure's on the website, but if you're within 5 miles of Nafferton and Driffield, it's 25 quid for the first hour. If we can get, we came up with an idea of, if we can, in the locations that we have drop-in sessions, Foxholes, which is a bit further away, Lockington, bit further away, Bridlington, bit further away, if we could set a day while we're in the drop-in sessions for anybody to book a home visit, we would be able to set it at the same price, at 25 quid. I feel like that's fair. You shouldn't be paying a little bit more if we've got a base and we can squeeze more than one in on the day. I feel like the key there is the more than one on the day, because we can make it cost effective to travel. So that's in the process of getting planned. The planner and the online booking system is still in the process. We're coming round to my house tomorrow. We call it the graveyard. I've got a graveyard of technological gadgets and gizmos and all kinds of different devices. Old laptops, printers, camcorders, there's all kinds of crazy things in there that people have donated over the past 8 months. And that's just a fraction of them. Adam's started taking them, and I was like, bro, mate, I've got a graveyard of them at mine. I was like, we need to do something with them, and tomorrow is that day. So he's coming, we've got the team coming out in force to come, and we've got 3 cars. We're going to empty the whole thing, and then we're going to go trifle through it all at Adam's. Can't remember why I was telling you that. It's gone. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go home now and do some work on some websites. Oh, that's what I was talking about, the home visits. If you want a home visit, the pricing structure. Yeah, there's definitely. Yeah, so there's more coming. The booking system's coming. That's what I was saying. Got a bit more testing to do, and then we're going to sit together and have another directors meeting within the next week or so to discuss next best steps forward. The guys don't know that, but I think we need it. I'm gonna go. Peace and love. Thanks for watching as always and supporting Techie T. I do appreciate your love and support. And to all those people that get home visits and come to the drop-in sessions and keep us alive, Mr. Dewhurst said that he would give his dad a little nudge. So Charlie, if you are watching, thank you very much. If you're not, and one of your members of staff are, give him a little nudge. Because we applied. Oh no, yeah. Sandy Dewhurst is his dad, innit? And we've applied to get a camera to proper document the drop-in sessions and to get testimonials and stuff, like a quality camera, a proper camera, but a mirrorless Lumix G7 it was. So he said that he'll give his dad a nudge for us, which would be very kind of you. If you could do that, that would be amazing. Yeah. all positive, all very positive. Kat was sending us figures earlier, and it's I don't want to guesstimate at this point because I've been told that I shouldn't, and we should be putting out accurate numbers. So I'm not going to guesstimate, but the system that we've developed internally is fantastic. I can't say any more, but it's brilliant, and I'm very much looking forward to rolling it out internally and then shouting about it and letting you know, because it's brilliant. Very lucky to have the team around that I do. So big thank you, team. I know you might be watching. I just wanted to say I can't do this without yous. You're all amazing, and you all make Techie Tees as much you all as it is me. I feel like you've all come and made it something special, and let's keep growing that and pushing that forward, because we do something good for the people. But I'm gonna go. Spoke enough. Bye.